I'm Jamison. I work over at the IT Computer Help Desk, and I don't know, I guess I've been doing a series of classes, most notably this Facebook one. I did the Facebook beginner class, and now we're on to intermediate. And I'm also doing a TikTok class, I think in March, so that'll be fun. So I'm doing lots of different types of classes. This one is Facebook intermediate, and I guess the point of it is kind of a secondary course, following on top of Facebook beginner, where most what we were doing was just kind of like creating an account, getting used to like adding a friend or making a post. Those are sort of like the general concepts of Facebook beginner, right? And then intermediate, the thing is we're going to be covering a lot of things, and if you want to follow along, you certainly can, like click along. I'm going to go slow, so you can do that. But there's going to be a few concepts that, not everyone's going to feel the need to do, but it is good to know that you can do them, So that's all I have to say about that. So feel free to follow along. This will be a little bit different from the beginner course where I have like a PowerPoint, and this is a little bit more just watch and learn type thing. So
I didn't do the beginner class.
oh, okay, gotcha.
But I got an account, and
Right.
I've been messing around with it for a couple of weeks, not doing too much though.
Very cool. I'm sure that's pretty much all we need to do. Create an account, maybe make your first post. That's about it. So cool. So we covered a lot of ground already. So the first thing I want to do basically is cover like a general overview of what we're going to go over. So we're going to cover basically how to make a page. We're also going to cover how to make a Facebook event, and we're also going to cover like how to join a Facebook group, right? These are three different things. They're kind of similar, but they all have slightly different functions. So the first thing I want to start with in the little handbook, we're flipping over to page 4 in a second. I'm going to start with Facebook groups. And I think this is the most easy one to wrap your mind around. So on Facebook, there's basically an option to join groups, and these are like, say you're really into arts and crafts or something, you're really into music, whatever it might be, and you kind of want to figure out who else on the internet is into that, right? You want to join a group. There's a lot of ways to sort of participate and show your interest in that type of thing. So one example that is in the book over here is I don't know, like I'm really into music, and if I want to exchange instruments, like there's an entire group related to buying and selling instruments, right? It's highly specific. For me, I find it really cool. So if that was the example, right, you could search for that group. And so the group I'm talking about or referring to is something called the Chicago Instrument Exchange. So if I was interested in such a group, I would come to the top up here and search for Chicago Instrument Exchange. And basically what you'll see is, because you're not searching a person, you're going to see a list of groups or pages sometimes of things that represent that. Like we're not searching for your friend from high school, we're searching for a group, right? So these are these top 3 results, right? You could see more are the ones that Facebook's thinking you want to join, right? Yes.
Okay, now you put in Chicago Instrument because you knew the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you were just looking for something.
Yeah.
What would be your search?
Oh,
What would it
okay.
be?
Well,
Would you put Chicago in, or would you just put instrument
yeah, you could just do a general
selling, or
instruments.
what would you?
Right. Instruments selling.
What words would you use?
It is. It's a good question because
It'll last
for
about
me,
an hour before I run out of juice.
the group is kind of like specific to the
I'm gonna
Chicago
get
area.
another
'Cause
one.
I don't want to drive to Philadelphia.
Right, yeah, that's
So
not
you're right.
worthwhile.
That's a good question. You can search more generally, such as instrument selling, or you know what? Honestly, like say you're just into arts and crafts in general, right? And you want and it's not really a local thing. You could just join a group called the Arts and Crafts Movement over here. There's 9.4 thousand people in it, and you could basically join this group related to arts and crafts. It's very dependent on what type of group you want to join, if that makes sense. So there exists local ones and also like more general ones. There's a lot of them, but just kind of going with it, this could be the example. If you wanted to join the group, and maybe the one you're thinking about, or you don't like this list, and you can select See All. And there's a lot more groups like for this one over here, this DIY and crafts, right? And this is a very popular group with 1.4 million people in it.
Yeah.
So that one seems like a very popular one to join if you want to join a group and interact with people that are into arts and crafts. And so maybe I want to join this group. So I'm going to click on this. And that's it. Sometimes it's as simple as that, right? You just click the join button, and now we are able to, if we look at this page over here, there's a group here, and people are sharing things that they've made, and people are commenting on them. Cool, absolutely amazing. It's cool to like kind of explore the group component of Facebook, just because you might find an avenue that you didn't know existed, right? You can communicate. I don't know, say you're into cars or something, right? I don't know. You can look up a Mercedes-Benz group, right? And then all of a sudden your car guys are interacting, whatever it is, So, but the thing is, sometimes when you're
Okay, so if you clicked on join.
Yeah.
Okay, you're joined.
Right.
And you thought, okay, this isn't for me,
Is this for you? You can
then
leave.
you would actually, you could delete everything.
Right, you can leave. Right now it says here that I'm joined over here. Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Some groups are private though. and
That's
they have-
right. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this group, say I don't like it. I realize the posts are
And you
boring.
don't want to be bothered with any
You don't be bothered by it.
notifications.
You can leave the group, right?
Just leave.
Just leave. What you may have to do is locate it one more time, right? You need to make sure you know the name of it, and you're like, I don't want to be in this anymore. You find it and then you leave it, right? So
And that's it then.
that's it.
That group, that's all you had to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But sometimes, let's go back to the Chicago Instrument Exchange for just a second, just because this one's interesting. This
Okay.
one, when I join, I'm presented with a series of questions, sort of to verify that I'm a real person, right? Because this group pertaining to like selling instruments in Chicago wants to make sure that you are a person who is going to be posting things about that and isn't like a robot or is going to post like spam posts or something like that, right? The posts in this group are supposed to be about instruments, and if you're posting about food, they don't want to hear about it, right? So, they'll ask you something simple like, how did you find this group? Will you be fair? And I agree. Like, this is a loose contract. This is nothing binding. But what this means is another person who's like the moderator of the group will look at your responses and kind of go, okay, you're real, and let you in like the next day or whatever, basically. So this is a public group, but it's got some questions you gotta answer, right? And the private groups that you're talking about, I won't be able to search for them actually because they're private, right? So you would need to receive an invitation from someone that is trying to invite you to this group, right? And I wouldn't know if they exist sometimes. It's a private group, right? So I can't really show you those exactly. But when we get, oh yes, go for it.
You can find a private group. I mean, they would show up in your search. But then when you go to that group, it would say that if you wanted to join, then it would have.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. There's this one private group over here. Yes, I guess the Chicago Instrument Exchange. There's two different ones. This one's listed as private, actually. So I guess you're right.
Yeah, some of them maybe they do have that way, but
Yeah.
I've always found that they give you the opportunity to answer some questions and
Right.
then they decide.
Exactly. So I guess that can be the case for both of these types of groups. Are there any other questions so far? Yes.
Okay, so I am in a private group.
Okay.
And it's my neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
just just locally, my own little neighborhood. And the neighbor who started it, she had to invite me.
Oh.
That's how you
Yeah.
join.
Right.
And I don't even know if I could email her, I would maybe, I would do it, but I know she invited
She
me,
invited you.
and then I accepted, and then that's how I got in.
Got it. Yeah, so you can receive an invitation from one of your Facebook friends saying, and it could be from a very tiny group related to just your book club or your neighborhood, whatever. But your friend can also invite you to the DIY Arts and Crafts group, right? And they don't have to be a moderator of it, right? They don't have to have created the group. Does that kind of answer your question, or?
No, I'm just saying that's how it happened to me.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was-
Yeah, you can receive.
She invited me.
Yeah, makes sense. That can happen that way. But I guess the next concept that I want to go over is kind of creating a group. Is there any interest in creating a group? You guys feel like you want to like create your own group? Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. So if you want to create your own group, right? And that's the thing. It's pretty cool. You could create a group for just you and your buddies. You could create a group and it blossoms into this big thing. You have 1.4 million people in it. Who knows? So, but you have to start from square one, nonetheless. And so the way to do that, I like to go to the home page over here, and then under See All, there's this little kind of like, I guess 9 circle logo things there. Right? Everyone see that?
Okay, I don't have that on
Yeah.
mine.
Sometimes it's in a weird. I swear it's in different
I have
spots.
see more.
See more. Yes, that's probably it. Let me.
Maybe that's it. I just press see more.
And then scroll up again.
Scroll up more.
Yeah.
Or that more. Is that what it says? Groups.
Groups.
Is that what it was?
Yes. But, oh, actually, go to this little. That's where your like 9 dots is the menu. And
Well,
then,
that's the menu.
and you can just. Oh yeah, I can't close that. Perfect. Yeah. You need some more space on the screen. Yeah. Okay. And then. Okay.
Oh my God, what's
It's
going
the
on?
X up there. It's okay. Then perfect. That's all we need to be. So eventually we're
Oh,
gonna.
it's over here.
Eventually.
So it's
we're
under
gonna-
menu.
Yeah, under menu.
Can you step back here?
Yeah.
I don't see more either.
Oh, mine under menu.
Yeah, it is. I swear, it's in a different spot on everyone. You're in the right spot. That's good. And then we're eventually going to click on this. Eventually, that's good. That's good. We're eventually going to click that group. That
So
create
you
group
don't
option.
see more, you just click a group.
Right. You see it over here.
Okay. Group.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And so here's the
Okay,
deal.
group.
Yeah. Click group. And now you're making one. Yeah. Perfect. I'm about to talk about this. So, you don't have to finish this, right? I just wanted to show you where it is, right? So we're going to create a group, and it could be anything, So we want to make our mock example group about. Any takers here? What do you think? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Shoes.
Shoot.
DGN class reunion.
DGN
Open, or DG class reunion, that's
class
open
reunion.
everybody.
And then I can't spell it today. And then you gotta have cool shoes. We're gonna call it cool shoes. Okay.
So we should all do this then?
If you would like to, you certainly can. When I press, I'll tell you when it locks it in, so to speak, right? Because when we're creating one, when you finish it, it'll be as if you really created a group. So
Could you delete it then? if
you
we
could delete
find
it. Yeah, you
So you
could.
can show us how to delete it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you type in a group name. You can choose if this group is public or private. I would say, if you're just trying to add your buddies, a private group is certainly fine. And then you can determine if, this is sort of what you were talking about a little bit, if this group can be searchable or not, right? So your private group can be determined, as hidden or visible, right? So I guess if it's just between you and your friends, you make it hidden. I'll make it visible for now because whatever. And then you hit that create button down here. And there's really not too much more to it. That's about it. You've created a group. That's it. And so sort of the next step, especially if you've made a private group, is to just start inviting people to it, right? And that's where you can you press this little blue invite button, and you can invite your Facebook friends. So that's helpful. And then, I'm trying to think of where that was. Let's see. Members, cool, okay. So yeah, right now, since you created the group, you are the moderator of the group, right? You can have multiple people being moderators, of the group, but I think that starts to get a little complex, right? So, for just quick creating your own group, I think this is pretty satisfactory. Is there any questions about how this works?
So let's say this really was going on.
Yes.
And so you maybe want 10 people to be the moderators.
Yeah.
Because you just simply don't have the responsibility of 5,000 dollars
Yeah.
for graduates.
Yeah.
How do you have maybe 10 moderators?
I'm going to invite myself to this group. for a second, and I think this is how you do it. I'm pretty sure you have to invite someone to the group. I just got an invite. Let's see. So I should be in this group, and then. Okay, so once you've added someone, right, you're gonna see them in a list over here. Let's see, I'll go back to the main thing. This is the main discussion of your group. If you go under members, you'll see a list of everyone that's in your group, and then you can manually select. Let's say this is myself, but just for example, there's this little 3 dots next to my name, and then I would add as moderator, right? So the first step is invite your friend. Then once your friend is in, add them as a moderator. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then what's the difference between an admin and a moderator?
Admin is sort of more large scale. That's like they can edit things within the page itself. A moderator just deals with I guess letting people in and maybe if you have questions, right? But they can't do significant changes to the settings, right? That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question though. So I could add myself as a moderator. You'd be sending an invite to that person to be a moderator, and they can either accept or decline that. But that's groups, right? That's about it. And this starts to make more sense the more you use it, right? Because right now there's nothing in this group, and no one's coming to our reunion. But
And so then let's say let's pretend this is real. So the first thing I maybe want to do is put a picture of Downers Grove North or Downers Grove South.
Totally.
So how would I change that picture?
Yeah, totally. So you can edit this just like your profile. So right now I'm looking at the group, and right now here's the default stock banner image, and you can edit this image as a admin / moderator because you made the group. You can edit this and maybe choose it from your desktop or something.
Right. So you go and take a picture of the high school or the village hall or whatever,
Right.
and then just put that in
And
there
put
so
that in.
everybody would recognize. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So it can be very creative on that end of things. And then you might want to post the first post hello, we're going to meet on Thursday, whatever, so that's about it for that. If you want to delete it, you can. I believe you do. Got it. Let's see. Okay, got it. And so,
Don't you have to be an administrator?
well, I am an administrator.
Yeah, but are you looking at yourself? Or
Yeah.
are you looking at the other guy that you?
Well, I'm looking at this is,
Okay.
the account I made it with. I believe, since I made the group, leaving the group would be deleting the group, so I'm just gonna do that real fast. So, so I'm at the main page of my group over here, and then I have an option to leave this group, right? So that would get rid of the group. You won't see it anymore, And then let's see. Okay, so I guess if you do it this way, it'd be that's the thing. When you create a group, there's this propensity for the group to keep going, I guess, right? Other members might not want it to go away, right? And so it can be sort of a last man standing sort of thing. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could.
So can you leave the group?
I think so.
Because you started it and you're obviously
true.
the administrator,
That is true.
right? That's automatic, that would be automatic, I would
I'm gonna
think.
double check that.
You don't have to.
You could find out how to do this and send it to you.
Yeah.
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 That's a good question.
There's got to be a way that you can delete a group.
Right.
Let me go on
Yeah.
Google.
Right, right. We'll look it up.
Why don't you invite Annie and then to the group,
That could work that way.
and then you could leave it, and then Annie could
Well,
see if
I'm
she's
not
still
on
in it.
Facebook, so.
Yeah, it's okay. I think
Delete group in Facebook, on Facebook. Okay, this is how you do it. From your news feed,
Yeah. Mhm.
Click groups on the left menu and select your group.
Okay.
Click members on the left.
Okay.
And then you gotta get rid of all the members to review from the group.
That would make sense. Okay. So
And then click confirm, and then leave
Okay.
the group once you've removed all the other members.
that's what I mean. It's a
Then
last.
you gotta click leave and delete. So you gotta get rid of all the members before you can delete it.
All the members are gone. Yeah, okay, so it is a last man standing kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Delete group. Okay, that wasn't there. That's good. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. So I guess that's what I mean. Once you've created this group, someone else might want to keep it going. I don't want to leave the band energy, right? So keep it going. So that's the thing. It is difficult to do that. But everyone here that has made a group, maybe for fun, just now, you can delete it since you invited no one to it. So I will delete this group for now.
Never. Somehow
Okay.
there's 13 people.
Does anyone have any questions? That was a good question. But any other questions about groups and how they work?
So you're
Crazy posts. Okay, we're gonna move on then to events. Okay, events. So some of you might have seen events that can pop up in your newsfeed.
Board members or followers.
The most common thing I use events for maybe is to be honest, keeping track of I don't know, concerts or something like that. If I go to the top here and just search the word concerts, right? It will present a list of events that are happening around my area. This is happening in Lombard, for example. It's just a list of musical events that are happening. You can see all of them here. Some of them are kind of private. Some of them are not so crazy. I would say, for example, one event that I highlighted just as an example is this Luke Combs concert. I don't know. So this is a little bit more of a public event, right? Where 16,000 people are interested in it. 17,000 people are interested in it. So this is a concert at the Soldier Field, right? And you want to keep track of this date. So Facebook is really good. I use it as a tool actually to keep track of things that are happening in Chicago or whatever, or that I wanted to go to. So you can indicate for this event that you are interested in it, for example, or that you are going to it. And these two different things will, amongst your friends, that it will say whoever is interested in going to this concert, it'll pop up as a post on your friend's news feed, if that makes sense. But let's dial it back for a second. Let's go back to our search. Say we wanted to go to this Jingle Bell Jubilee over here at the Lombard Bible Church, right? Maybe we want to go to this event, right? So you click on the event that you're interested in, and click on this interested button, right? So does this make sense so far? Does anyone have any questions about what you're seeing? So I'll check in. Okay. So when I press interested, right, this is just a loose, I'm kind of interested in it, and Facebook will basically send you reminders about when the event is happening. The day of the event, it might be this is happening in 2 hours, right? So it can be helpful to mark or indicate which events you are trying to go to, yes.
Do you have to post events from a group or page, or
That's a really good question.
or can you do that from your own?
You can do it from your own, and you can also do it from a group, and you can do it from a page. You can do it from all of them. This is sort of there's layers to it. I would say, today we're going to cover how to make an event from your own personal page. I think that makes the most sense. Your personal Facebook account. I think that makes the most sense. But you can create an event
Christmas dinner,
Yeah, Christmas dinner. Right?
invite your relatives.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, but how could they see just it's just you?
yeah.
Yeah. You're not inviting other relatives, you know, or
It's just my party. But that's the rundown, okay? And if you press that you're going, you get like more frequent reminders. The difference between interested and going really doesn't matter, honestly. It's helpful maybe mentally to do that. And if you want your friends to know you're going to something, you choose that you're going. You know, it all depends on how much you want to tell Facebook, right? I guess that's about it. I think that this type of thing makes the most sense for large-scale events, such as this Luke Combs concert. I don't know if I'm going to be going or not, but you know, like that's what I'm saying. So maybe I don't know who'd be playing. I don't know, like I think. Are there any like shows or bands we're into over here? I don't know. Like I don't know.
Okay, I could give you a,
Yeah, give me an example.
I go often to the Arcata in St. Charles.
Totally, that's a good one. Yeah.
And it's a place, and they have many of it here. The
Yeah.
Arcata.
So I'm going to search for the Arcata Theater. Okay. This is a theater. It's also a corporation, you know, and they have their own
Run on
Facebook
Misty. Yeah.
page, right? And so maybe we go to the Arcata Theater's event page over here, and it should give you a list of all the events the Arcata Theater is having. That's a really good bouncing off point.
Okay.
So a lot of these you may know, you may not know, but whatever. If you're into warrants, for example, you could say that I'm interested in it. This doesn't mean you've bought tickets. It doesn't mean you have to go to it. But it's a nice way to keep track of events that are happening around you or at places that you care about. So that's good. I like that. That's cool. Any other questions? Yes.
Can you demonstrate the process of creating an event?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now, actually. Okay. So creating an event, same sort of thing. Do you guys remember that little like 9-circle thing
Okay.
that we went to? That's like our create
Do
button.
that again.
Do that again. And this time you're going to choose instead of group, event. Okay. And so this one is keeping up with the times, I guess. You can choose if this is going to be an online event or an in-person event. Let's go with in-person for now. We're making an event that we want to
Okay.
have our family come to. And maybe I name this event, we're going to call it Timmy's Birthday. Okay. It's Timmy's birthday. And Timmy's birthday is going to be on.
Oh, how come I can't click?
Oh, let me see.
I can see that I was.
Or you just click on name events?
Which,
Yeah.
Name.
We're in there. You went in there.
Oh, over here. Sorry.
Oh, it's over here.
It's over here.
so
Yeah.
I just wanted to make this group.
Everyone else got it?
So they do it, so now I gotta do it.
So again, this is just an example. You totally do not have to, commit to making this event. It's really silly. This one, I can tell you for sure, you can delete an event. Right? It's not like a group. Right? This one for sure you can delete after the fact. So anyway,
Okay, I'm gonna.
we're making a mock event for Timmy's birthday, and that's gonna be on December 14th, and it's gonna be at 2 p.m. You know, whatever. And then the third and final thing that you have to decide is if this is a private, public, or a group for just your friends. No, you're fine.
No, I'm trying to make something and the keys are not
That's okay.
like on my,
It's not the
I have a
usual.
Mac, so
It's not
this
the
is
usual.
different.
No, I got you. We'll take a breather. Okay.
Any chance you could make your pointer a little larger?
My pointer?
Yeah.
I can try to zoom in a little bit. Alright, well, I have this laser thing, right?
What she do?
Is this the laser thing?
Yes, it is. Click on there.
Yeah. So, I don't know if that helps, the big red dot, but
Okay.
that's where I am. I'm over here. So, let's see. Does everyone feel comfortable so far?
okay, whoops.
No, it's fine.
Wrong thing here.
It's all good. Yeah, so Timmy's birthday, it's going to be on December 14th, and we're choosing a silly time at 2 p.m. And you can decide if this event is public, private, or for just your friends.
It's gonna be private.
Probably private, or just your friends. I don't see any world where you want everyone at Timmy's birthday. So we're going to decide friends or private, probably.
Not if I'm cooking.
Everyone's coming. But, okay, and this is some important stuff. It is helpful, you don't have to put all these things in there, but it is helpful to add a location. Maybe you put your home address, maybe Timmy's birthday is at Enchanted Castle.
Location.
Okay, I don't know. So, I'll say it's at Enchanted Castle.
So is that after next? Oh,
Yes,
it is, okay.
Right. So I'm having Timmy's birthday at Enchanted Castle. And then you can add some other details like health requirements if you'd like, but that's, again, you don't have to fill out these things, but it's nice to add them. I'm just clicking next. You can add a description, bring presents for Timmy, okay, right, for Timmy's birthday, great. And then, similar to a group, you can add a group photo, or, sorry, an event photo for this, if you have one. And you know, not everyone has these photos pre-made, like a press photo for your whatever birthday, it's fine. But you can choose a mock, or like an example photo, maybe you want that, right, whatever it may be. You don't have to. And then you've created this event. So this is the part where more things start to matter once we've made it. So very, very similar to a group, except this is a one-time thing, and then after it happens, the event gets deleted, right? So on December 14, the event will be deleted,
Oh,
right?
that's good to know.
So think of it just like a one-time thing. You're creating an event, like a Super Bowl party for you and friends, whatever it may be, right?
Okay, so could you just,
Yeah.
I made something,
Mhm.
so now my next step would be to invite people, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm gonna invite someone, I'm gonna really make this,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, send invites.
Yep.
I'll do that,
It's an invite.
see if my husband answers. Okay, so where am I now? What am I?
So once you've selected a few friends, I selected myself over here.
Okay, I did it,
Okay.
I selected someone.
And that's about it. They will either accept the event
Oh.
request or not, right? You might have to wait until they do it, right? But
Okay, so I'm getting something else, it says promote your event.
oh, okay.
No, I don't wanna do that.
Yeah,
right?
you and more on that later. You do not have to. I would say you only want to do that if like you are a business and you're trying to get people to come to your whatever, your function, basically, right? For just a family party, that makes no sense. And what you're doing with that promote thing is like paying Facebook to, list this event as like on the top of search results, which you don't have to do, right? That's like more if you're a business account or something. Yes.
Would you, if you posted in a group, wouldn't it come in the notifications to all the members of the group?
Yes. Exactly. Well,
Automatically, you wouldn't have to invite the members of the group because they would get a notification in their notification list.
right. Exactly. Right. So that's a
That it
really
was
good.
there, and anybody that's following the group
Right.
would get that notification. that it's
Exactly.
out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good bouncing off point. If you made a group, like we made our high school reunion group, and then we made an event within that group saying like it's a pre-party, right? It's a high school reunion pre-party. When you create that event, everyone in the group will see a post saying like something along the lines of a new event got added to our group, right? And you can just trying to get
You
kind
would
of
automatically see it.
you automatically see it and you automatically be invited.
So you don't have to send it to each every.
Right. So that's where
invite
creating a group might
individual.
be better in that case, right? But for a one-off thing, just creating an event makes the most sense.
So let's say a church comes up with a Facebook page
Mhm.
and they want to let everybody know Christmas service is at 10.
Yeah.
So they do their thing, December 25th, Christmas service 10, come on.
Mhm.
Now, if they promote that, then they've got to pay Facebook.
Right.
And then could you say like, how does that work? Like, let's say I'm the church, I
Yeah.
want to promote it to people in Downers Grove, but
Totally.
I surely don't want to promote it to them in Los Angeles. Because
Right.
they're never going to fly in for a 10 a.m. church service.
Right.
So, is there a way to
There is.
Limit it, like,
You
to
know.
this area?
not
you
just
can.
invite local people, it's your church or
Local-
the village hall?
Local area, yeah.
So you can. I've done this maybe once, right? I use it sometimes to promote like, my musical things, okay? And in my case, I want to blast it to everyone. And what you're basically doing, Facebook does it kind of, there's like extended settings to how far you want it to reach and how much you want to pay. You could pay like $20, that's it, for them to blast it, right? But it kind of does it automatically for you. Because if you think about it, it's hard to determine exactly who you want to reach. So Facebook does a pretty good job of kind of guessing who you want to reach in what area. And there are parameters to it, right?
And you're given an option, like, if I said promote, it's gonna tell me what the cost is, because again, as a church, I don't want all of a sudden to spend $10,000.
Right. You can use it $10, that's what I
Yeah,
do.
for $10 I'm willing to do it,
Yeah.
I'll throw the extra 10 in the plate, but I'm not gonna spend 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. It's helpful. Maybe it boosts it somehow, I don't do it all the time because I do like, just like it naturally blossoming sometimes. But if you want to do it, you can totally do it. Yes.
But if you have a group and you post it in the group or on the page, it's gonna go to the people that are members of your page or your group.
That's true.
And if they happen to be from Los Angeles, they're certainly not gonna fly out. I mean, it's just a notice that they get in their notifications that says, Church of Downers Grove has posted an event.
So
And they can choose to look at it or not look at it,
Okay.
And so it's not something you have to actively say, stay within this zip code or anything like that.
Okay.
yeah, I think in the case of Lexington Life and Church or like that, say you were trying to represent that, I would say as opposed to a group or just an event, what we're going to be talking about next is a page, right? And a page is it becomes two separate things. It's really similar to the group, but a page is like a professional business account that people can like instead of joining. You know what I mean? So it's less like community focused, I guess, where like everyone can post. And there's like one owner. It's a professional account, right? And so making a page and making events in that page for a church makes the most sense in my opinion, right? As opposed to having a group, which is a little more free and loose. So let's switch gears to that. Let's make a page.
Okay,
Yes.
before we switch gears, okay, so I created this event.
Yes.
I invited someone to this event. So this event will be tomorrow.
Mhm.
So this will disappear after tomorrow?
Yep, it will.
It'll just disappear.
It's disappear. Right.
And could you make it disappear earlier?
You could say it's canceled. You could over here cancel the event, right?
Where is the,
So I'm on the page. I'm on our
On the
event
menu?
that we made, and there's this little 3 dots over here.
Oh, the 3 dots.
Yeah, it's near the invite button,
Okay.
and then you could cancel the event.
Oh,
And it's your choice. You can say something or not. I'm not gonna say anything. We're just gonna cancel it. There we go. Easy as that, and it's canceled. So,
and then people would get a message saying it's done.
right,
So if
exactly.
you thought about coming, don't come.
Yeah, exactly.
And would everybody get the message? Who?
Yep.
Not just the people who said, yes, I'm coming?
Everybody would get the message, even if they were on the fence, So, as long as they agreed to getting notifications about this event, right? Loosely, but yeah. So that's events in a nutshell. And as we're a smart group over here. Everyone's thinking about what if you make an event in a page? Yeah, this is good. So this is good. All the things we just did, we created an event kind of on our personal account, right? So everyone's kind of going to your event, right? Your name, and then you made a group. That's your group that you made, and we're about to make a page, right? And this is a little bit more official of a thing, I find, and this is really only practical if you are trying to be a representative for a business or whatever you're doing, and you're trying to promote yourself, separate from your individuality, I guess, if that makes sense. So this is my example one, and we'll make a new one together. So I'm Jameson, and I made this business called My Fake Business, and this is a page, right? This is a Facebook page that people can and kind of keep up to date with the posts. So it's very similar to maybe I don't know, say you're really into Doritos, okay? okay, and you love this product so much that you want to like their page, right? Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's like a business, basically, right? And so the people that like your page will see posts in their feed, right? But they don't necessarily, they're not like part of the group, right? You're a business, right? You're not really trying to include the voices of other people necessarily. So anyway,
So John, Jason, you're a library employee.
Right.
So you could create a page that says, hey, I'm having this Facebook class on, what do you say, Friday. I
yeah,
still have 4 seats.
yeah,
And
totally,
then you're promoting yourself as well as the library.
yeah,
If you're free at 1 o'clock, please think of attending my class.
Right.
So that's a page promoting
Yeah.
this class at the library.
right, yeah, totally.
But who would see it then?
So, in this example, let's say we, this would make sense to be a post coming from the Downsville Public Library's Facebook page, right? And this is our Facebook page that an employee updates every now and again, right? The last post was made 3 hours ago, for example, right? And I just like this page. And now I will keep up to date with posts. It doesn't notify you per se about every time the Downers Grove Public Library posts or whatever. I mean, if you want that, you can. Right? You can. Let's see. So you could determine that you want to be notified when the posts come. Here, I'll show you where that is. So this is little 3 dots over here on this specific page. It's in the same location for any page, and then you can choose these follow settings down here, and then under posts you can choose to be basically notified within 5 posts for the day. Right? It will physically give you a notification that Downers Grove Public Library posted something. And then, you will probably see it. If you don't like very many pages, you will see it as you're scrolling, very likely. But the point is, coming back to the event, right? This page can host events. And it looks like, we haven't really posted an event in maybe over 2 months, it looks like, right? We had a couple online events that we had. And these are things that the public could search and then let us know that they're coming or not, right? So this is just a way for the business, or whatever, the Downers Grove Public Library to post and promote their events and postings, right?
So
Yes.
I went to Downers Grove Library when you did. Does the library decide who gets what kind of message? Because while you got SAT, ACT, my first thing says a kid book about shop empowering kids during this 25% important books. I scroll down and then I see something Downers Grove Public Library, we're committed to
Let me
one.
see.
So I don't get the same thing you get.
Let's see.
So here's Downers Grove Public Library.
Right.
So now I'm
Got it, got it.
and I'm scrolling and I can buy some
No,
books.
you're good.
I would scroll back up to the top really quickly.
And then click on the word like Downers Grove Public Library. Because I know that's like a search result. That's the actual page, if that makes sense.
Oh,
That's
now I get what you're
No, that's
saying.
it. Right. I know when you're searching on Facebook, they throw you a ton of things and it's not so clear. So I get it. It's totally cool. So now we're all on this page. So say we want to make something like this for our own business or something like that. You can do that. The example I have pre-made right now. This is not a super great example, but I made a page called My Fake Business just for this demonstration. And right now there's only 2 people that like it. It's me and my other accountant. So there's only 2 people that like this page. But the point is that this is a public page. It's supposed to represent the business idea that I have. I haven't done a very good job posting on it, clearly. But the thing is that when you make a page, you are kind of like a moderator of a group, except it's a little more official. So let's make one together first before I start talking about how to manage this thing. Yeah, let's make one.
Okay, so I'm still in the event thing,
Yeah.
so I have to go
Let's go back to the homepage, just click the Facebook logo,
to the homepage, okay,
and then same deal, we're gonna go back to that 9 dots thing.
okay.
We're gonna create a page.
Page.
Okay. Page name, so we'll call it something like, I don't know, my super cool fake business. Okay, same thing. I can't spell today. There we go.
Do you want us to name the same name or
You can name it.
whatever name you want?
Say, if you want to make one and create it for fun, for something that you actually have in mind, go for it. But this is just an example that we will delete later, basically. So go feel free to type in whatever you want there, Okay, this is the part where, if you aren't going to make a page, not all the content today is for everyone, right? So this is a little more advanced, I will say. But anyway, so you've made
Categories for what?
categories. So the category of the business, maybe it's like, I don't know, you're selling books. It's a bookstore. So there's a lot of different categories, and you can have multiple categories. It makes more sense the more real this is, right? Right now we have a fake business that we're determining to be a bookstore in this example.
Oh, that's.
And then in the bio, you could add a small description about what you're selling or whatever, and then you create the page. Okay. Very cool. So when you press create, it's created, and it's basically asking you to add some information about it, about your page, and I'm not going to add anything over here today, just because it's just a fake example. But some important things to add if you were a real place would be like your address, like where you are, maybe the hours of your business, things like that. I'm just going to keep hitting next for now.
It didn't let me create a page.
Oh, let me see.
Something wrong here.
Oh, well, you're good. That's perfect. That should be it. Oh, okay. I wonder why it's being a little slow. I don't know. I'm going to grab your mouse for a second. I can scroll down. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, oh, we had to choose real estate or whatever. Is it a real estate thing or a bike shop? Yeah, right. Sure. Cool. There we go.
So we need at least one category for it to work. And again, we're at the point where I'm basically just hitting next so we can get to the end point here. So if you were a business, maybe you have some photos to add, you can add them here now or later, whatever you want to do. We're just gonna keep hitting next. Okay.
Oh, I didn't get that, but I clicked on create page.
Oh.
Oh, this is what happened.
No, just keep hitting next for now. This is all like mock information for now. Yeah, we're not and we're not adding a photo today.
So that was, I am where you are. So
Yeah,
keep going.
good. Yeah, keep going.
Skip.
And skip. Okay.
Oh, invite friends.
And now we're back. Everything we're doing, we're inviting friends, right? So it can be a great way to start off is to invite everyone on your friends list to your business, especially if you're really trying to make this a profitable endeavor, right? So you could invite all of my one friends. There we go. And hopefully they really like my page and they want to like it. But that's all you can do here. And once you're done adding your friends, you're being asked to turn on page notifications to your account. So say something happens to your business account, your personal account will be notified. Like it'll be like both, like 2 times basically. And the second option we'll talk about a little later. It makes more sense the more you kind of use this page. So for now, let's just press done. And it's going to make the page. Okay. And
This is not in alphabetical order. This is terrible.
yeah.
I wanted to invite my husband, but
Right.
how do I get to my husband?
Oh, I think it's
Can I type it in?
Oh, yeah, you can.
I can search,
You
right?
can search. Yeah. I think it's alphabetical by first name, which is a little weird.
Okay, got it. But just my husband.
Perfect. Okay. So now for a moment, this is the biggest mental curve, right? You need to separate yourself from like your individual Facebook and this business account. They're two separate things. But you are the moderator of this, right? You are the singular person who created it, similar to that group we were talking about. And in this case, you can delete it. We are going to delete it because you were the only person who has the capacity to do that, right? But anyway, so let's for a moment. If everyone's following along, you might notice that your page looks a little bit different, and like your profile picture isn't there anymore. It's replaced with this default profile picture that we have for the business, right? There's this little switcher over here. So does everyone see the business profile picture thingy?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
Okay, it says switch to Pauline's.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. That's where we need to be. Right. If you press that button,
I don't want to undo. So okay, switch to like, take tour. I have a take tour. Welcome to your new page.
yeah, we're gonna do the tour together. So press that now.
Yeah, not now.
We'll do a tour.
Oh, here it is, okay.
And then over here, go to the P, and then press that switch button over there. See, yeah, that's your personal Facebook account. So go ahead and click on that, and it's gonna switch back to like your normal
Here I am.
default Facebook. Everyone see that? Okay.
How do I switch back?
So, yeah, right there.
So,
Click on that,
F, oh, there's.
and then you
lock it,
press this little
Okay.
circle thing over here. That's your personal account. Like that's your real Facebook,
Okay.
separate from your business account.
Okay, then I wanna switch back to,
Right, so it's in the same spot. Go back to that. Now click on your face up in the corner,
Good.
and then switch to the P thing. Yeah, you got it. Good. Okay, we got it. Cool.
Okay.
That is the hardest thing. Okay, because I will say from experience, like a lot of people want a business account and they don't realize they do, so they're posting to their personal, all this like stuff, and it's like, you really should make your own page, you know, like do it, you know. So, and the hard part is switching back and forth and realizing they're two separate things, basically. Yes.
So can you advertise from your business account you just made?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this is where the promotion stuff starts to make way more sense, right? Especially if you're trying to have a public account. We're not going to go super deep into it, you know. I'll just tell you that it exists and you can do it. But anyway, so let's all switch back to the business account for a little bit. Again,
Yeah, how do you switch back?
I went to that. Now, instead of clicking, you go in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
Click on that,
and then you're going to switch to the little logo that you made. The little,
click on your face. Now switch there.
Oh, there it is.
yeah. So, cool. So this business account, it looks very, very similar to like a personal account. But the big difference is it's a little bit more of a personal thing, or sorry, a professional thing. So the posts that you are making are going to be a little bit different, right, in nature. It's not like you're posting, look at my cats. I'm not doing that anymore, probably, right? We're posting like I have a new product I'm trying to sell, or something more official. New sandwiches at Caribbean Corner, RIP, but whatever. So, so what I would do, for example, is I don't know. It's nice to add a profile picture and all that to make it make more sense. But I don't know. Like one question that we had was creating an event in this page, which you can do, right? So as a business, you want to create an event. What you need to do is look for that that little 9 dots again. Again, bear in mind that you're doing this like as a business owner, basically.
So is it over here or is it?
For me, it's.
So it must be up here. It must be.
Yeah, it's. I swear it's on.
Okay.
You see it, little 9 dots. Okay, same deal. Create, and then event.
An event.
Event,
Session to this.
and then you're going to get the same series of prompts that we had before. And for now, we won't necessarily go through the process of making an event, but same thing, except this time when you're inviting people to go, it's like you're inviting as the business, right? So, my super cool fake business invited you to the big
Investment dinner.
investment dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Right.
Come invest in my company.
Truly, it could be whatever you want. So, yeah. Okay. So, does anyone have any other questions while we're in business mode? Cause we can cover a lot, but it's really up to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna know how to send somebody an ad
Send someone an
for
ad.
my business.
Okay.
And I wanna be specific about it. I want it to just be women under 40
Okay.
with one child or something like that. Is there a way to do that?
Maybe not with that level of specificity. I would say okay, let's say you've made an ad. One way to make an ad, and everything you do in here is sort of constrained to the way in which Facebook is formatted. So when you create an ad, all you can really do is add a cool looking photo. I'm just gonna see if there's anything here.
Go into, click on,
P drive or
actually, dot space, so click on this PC,
okay.
dot space. I have to go down. I don't know what's in there.
Pictures, there's pictures.
Pictures.
Yeah, that's
Sure. This is our cool ad. Okay, that's for example. Okay, this is a picture of with a squirrel, a bunny.
It looks like it said cat, but I think it says.
Who knows? But yeah, and maybe like we say something like the event is tonight, whatever, in all caps, right? And this is our ad that we're making. It should be a lot more professional, but this is our example ad, and you can choose off the get-go to boost this post. Click post.
Now, did that go to your Facebook friends? Or does it go?
Only to people that have liked your business. So if all of your Facebook friends have, then yes. So we chose to boost this post, but say we made the post. I'm just gonna go back for a second, right? I'm gonna go back to my business page, and I'm gonna look at the post I just made. Here it is. Okay, the event is tonight. You're still allowed. You can boost old posts if you like, right? So this is an old post at this point, and we can boost this post. And these are the series of prompts that I'm talking about, where eventually you're going to be asked to kind of pay Facebook a certain amount of money to blast this post to people's news feeds. So when people are scrolling, they're going to see this post, or more likely. It doesn't guarantee it, and it doesn't guarantee that they'll want to go, but they'll see it, So
Put it in front of their face.
put it in front of your face,
Yes.
right? Enough time to know.
So in his example,
Yes.
he's targeting women under 40.
Perfect
Yeah.
strangers. I want to attract perfect strangers
Okay.
Right.
to my page.
Okay.
And so he's got to figure out his target audience. So could he start thinking, okay, I'm going to think census, but maybe more women are members of PTA, so I'm going to
Mhm.
focus on PTA.
Sure, PT or school.
Or
teacher.
people suffering from infertility, they're probably under 40. I want to find an infertility group.
Exactly.
That would
Okay.
give him
Okay.
probably women under 40.
So
So how do I find that?
what you could do, and here's the thing. So let's start with the default option is automatic. Facebook automatically determines for you who it gets blasted to. But under here it says change, and these are the only options you really are allowed to change. So you can change based on the goal. To get more engagement, get more messages, get more calls. So that's one way to do it. I would say the answer to your question is difficult to specify that specifically. What you might want
I
to
get
do.
ads all the time on my newsfeed of things that I didn't know I wanted.
Right.
Somehow they got to me.
Right.
How do I get to others?
Right. It really depends. And there's subtleties to this. I don't have all the answers either. I wish I did.
Okay.
I think it depends on the algorithms.
Depends on the algorithms.
In turn, inside of Facebook, frequently I'll get notices when I post an event, and it'll say, we can post this event to 536 people that would be interested or
Right.
have profiles that, and then they take care of posting it, so you
Yeah.
don't get that information, but
Yeah.
they have it. That's for a price.
You have to think about it like this.
I'm not concerned about the price, I'm concerned about
I know, but
and use it. If I'm making music, writing music,
Yeah.
I wanna join a music group and advertise it to all those musicians.
Right.
Can I do that?
You can do it that way. See, that's what I mean. So there's two ways to do this. You can either pay Facebook and trust them to kind of blast it to who they think is best for this, or you can do a bit of the legwork yourself and take this event and join a couple of groups of targeted people and post it in those groups, right? That's what I would do. It takes a little bit of work to do. I don't know, let me give you an example. Say like you were trying to sell an old pair of shoes, right? And there's no nibbles. No one wants them for some reason. Your Facebook Marketplace listing just isn't working. So maybe you join a shoe reselling group in Chicago. A Chicago's selling shoes group, and you post your marketplace listing in that group. Now more people are likely to see it, right? And because you did the legwork of choosing who you want to send it to.
Could the group, so in his example, like I just typed infertility support, figuring it's probably people under 40.
Mhm.
So if he goes and joins, here's a group with 5,000, 3,000 followers.
Mhm.
So he goes and joins infertility support, figuring that he's got people under 40, and now he's advertising, God knows what, in this group.
Yeah.
Could the group get pissed off at him and then say, we're blocking you from the group because this is not for you to sell your crap?
They
It's-
can.
Okay. You can take a risk though and
You
try
can
to
take a
get
risk.
an ad in there
Yes.
before they take you out.
Right.
Because it is nice.
Sure.
Yes, yeah.
many groups will have rules, like I belong to a group that's it's a hobby group. And one of the things they want is people to talk about their hobbies. If you put something in there where you're trying to sell something, you get a nasty notice from the administrator
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
this is not for sales, this is only for interest. So you can set up the rules, and then if something gets in there that you don't like, you can take it out, and they've done that to me. Even though I'm not trying to sell anything, they thought I was.
Yeah.
And they make mistakes.
Well, I don't mind going through proper channels.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are the proper channels, is what I'm asking.
So here's the thing too. One more thing. This might be a caveat or a plus, depending on how you look at it. Okay. So when you make a business account, I'm not going to proceed any further because really all you're going to see is me putting my debit card information and telling which I know what to do. So we're going to cancel this boosting. Let's go back to the home page for now. And okay. So when you make an event or a post that you want to boost, and say you made it from a business account, but you want to promote it in this group, you have to post it as an individual. The business cannot join a group. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. You have a question or no? Wait. You raising your hand.
Me?
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
think
just
you're-
going like this.
I was going this way.
No, I'm just,
Okay.
I'm gazing at
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Fair enough. So let me reiterate. Like, say, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite myself, just as an example. I think I already did invite myself to this group. Let's see.
Well, I have a problem here. I know I can see that I put Pauline's Quilts, okay, that's my group. And all of a sudden I have here, it's an event, and I didn't think I even said an event. How did I get to this?
Let me hop over.
I thought it was, see,
Well, you
Pauline's
do a
Quilts,
search.
I'm in there.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but I
put in
didn't-
events.
When did I
I don't know
type
how you
this?
did.
How did I get out of here?
Okay. You can press back over here.
Yeah.
Looks like you're making the event right now, and then
Created, oh,
X
maybe,
over here. No, you're canceling that. So leave page, yeah. You're good. Now you're back.
Okay,
Here, which is
okay.
where we want to be
I
for now.
don't even know how I got there.
That's okay. Well, I did say let's create an event on our page. We were kind of going through that process for a second. Anyway, let's see. I want to first of all invite myself to like this page that we made. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to add myself to this. Hang on 1 second. Well, and this might make more sense even as on a different page. So this is our page, right? If we wanted to promote this, like this is our post that we were trying to promote. I can't do this as a business and post this into targeted groups. But for example, let's see, what groups am I in? Let's see. Let's see if I'm in any groups. I don't think I'm. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to switch accounts for a second. I'm switching back to my main profile. So if you want to follow along, that's what I would do. I clicked over here in the corner and I changed to my personal Facebook account. So now I'm no longer the business, I'm my own person again. And I'm double checking the groups I'm in. And I'm in this Chicago Instrument Exchange group, it looks like. Say I really wanted to share a post, right? Maybe it's a post that you made from your business. You could search for your business over here. I'm going to pretend I'm Doritos for a second, right? And I'm going to share this post. Let's see. This should be really good. Let's see. Yes, okay. So on a post that you want to share, at the very bottom is the share button. And you're presented a couple options. One is to share now, and that's just like, because we're on our personal account again. So if we share this, all you're going to do is duplicate this post, and all your friends will see it. You could also privately send it to someone in Messenger if you really want to. If it's something that's really cool and you want to send it one-to-one with one of your friends. Under more options, you should be presented another one. Share to group. Share to group. This is a good one. This is the one you're going to want to do. And again, you as the individual, which can be good because it kind of masks your identity for a second, you know, if you're trying to not mess with people, I guess. But anyway, so you could press share to group, and I would share this Doritos post to the Chicago Instrument Exchange page, right? Or group, I'm sorry. So that makes sense. Try to reiterate what you said. Does anyone have any questions about that?
That helps.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. Alright, so we covered a lot of ground. The only other thing that I have prepared, and the rest of the class will kind of get questions and just like, we'll humor anything really, is just remaining features and what else is here. Okay, so there's some new additions to Facebook, you know, and as we've clearly seen, it's no longer just like, I have friends on Facebook. It's a whole thing. It's a marketing platform. It's a sharing thing. It's a lot now. One thing that they may have, and this makes a lot more sense on your phone, is they have sort of like equivalents to something called Stories, or kind of on Instagram or whatever, and they have an equivalent to TikTok. They have their own thing going on, where the story thing, for example, Anderson's Bookshop just posted a story, and this is like a loose, informal post that this business made, and if you view it, you know, after 24 hours it will go away, and this is just a temporary posting. And right now, this post over here is taken from their Instagram. This is like an Instagram poll. They're asking, you know, tell us what you're shopping for, and it's really just a fun post on the bookstores, and really it's nothing to really think critically about. But you know, you can make a story, right? And you know, it's just a temporary post. That's all it is. And it's usually just like a photo of yourself or whatever, something that's going on, and then it goes away after 24 hours. So that's what those are, and these will appear on your phone as well, but they're up here on the home page. And then there's something called Reels, and this is an alternative to TikTok, or really or YouTube, I guess. It really is just short videos, and the more you watch them, the more it recommends to you or shows you videos that interest you. So if you don't use it, the first couple of videos will not pertain to you, and it's really difficult to search for these specifically, but you can think about them like really short YouTube videos that you probably won't ever find again. It's really just for passive scrolling. So if I click on this.
Finally thought to ask the question I should have always asked. I was like, hey mom, how do you know how to do so many different
I
things
don't know
that
what this
you've
is.
never done before?
No idea.
And no one's showing you how to do it.
Okay.
Am I?
Keep scrolling. It's just like, it's just posting. I don't know what this is, right? I have no idea. Or who's deciding that this is important to me yet. And the first couple will be random, just like that. No idea how those got there. Don't know. So the more you watch it, the more it will show you better videos. So anyway, that's.
So it would determine, like if you were really, the first one, if you, let's say it's 3 minutes long and you watch the whole thing,
Mhm.
it's gonna say, oh, maybe you're into do-it-yourself projects.
Right.
And now it's gonna start showing you a whole bunch of do-it-yourself projects.
Right.
When you spend 5 seconds on the next 5, and you spend 5 seconds on
Yeah.
so then they're gonna assume not interested.
Right.
And then you log in tomorrow, maybe you find 5 do-it-yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as you do it, it gets better and better and more crazy specific to you. It's really weird. So.
How do I post on that?
Oh yeah, so you can. I believe it's only from a phone, though, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yes, I believe it's only from a phone. So that's sort of how they regulate these things. So you have to open Facebook on your phone.
It's gotta be vertical too, huh?
It's got to be vertical, correct? Yeah. So you can post these. What we just saw were a couple of posts, probably from an individual, like a personal Facebook account. But you can post these as well on your business account. You have business-related stories and reels, and I think it's really, if you can take advantage of it and you make like compelling short advertisements in this format, it reaches a lot of people, right? People like to watch these short things. It catches their attention. So the more you can be creative in the end, it kind of does pay off. That's what I'll say. I sometimes post, and I'll do a little guitar thing. It gets like 4,000 views for no reason. I'm like, who are you? I don't know. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Because now we're gonna.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I have this page. How do I get rid of it?
Oh, let's see. Oh, you made.
You were gonna tell us how to.
Right, you're right. You're totally right.
You tell us we're gonna get rid of it.
Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. So, right now, make sure everyone is on their business account.
Okay,
That's the
I
first thing.
want to quick interrupt just because something's on my page and I don't want to lose it.
Yes.
And I'm sure this, maybe you don't answer this because I keep hearing, how does Facebook, this just showed up to me, an ad for to me.
Mhm.
I was yesterday in the Frankfurt airport. My phone was on airport mode and I didn't do anything. I had never in my life bought to me. How would Facebook know that I stepped into a Toomey store in the Frankfurt airport yesterday to put an ad in here? This is the weirdest, I
It
just
is
saw
very
this.
weird.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't wanna be Toomey.
Yeah,
I wanna be like Toomey.
When I'm on airport mode, because I did not want to spend money on Wi-Fi, so I kept my phone on airplane mode the entire week. And this is just the weirdest thing that this came up, and I'm like, I'm 65 years old. I've never in my life been in a Toomey store.
It's weird.
It must have known. I walked into a Toomey store, and I didn't even have my computer with me. My computer's in Downers Grove, and I'm in Frankfurt Airport.
Well, you had
Do you
your
have the
phone.
face on your app?
On,
Do you have Facebook on your phone?
it is, but I was on airplane mode,
Yeah.
so
If
it's
it
not
does,
like
but
it
you have
went
a
to-
GPS, so when
Yeah, you have a
turn it on, they know where
GPS.
you are.
So I turned it back on when I landed in Chicago.
Yeah, but even
And
if
it
you're on
somehow
airplane
knew
mode,
I was.
oh, I
they
know,
know.
yeah,
They
oh,
know.
yeah, it doesn't have to be on.
The
I
trend
know,
Holy
they
cow.
do know.
is it's a little absurd sometimes, and something to keep in mind is also a lot of things are linked where like your Facebook account is linked to an email that you've made with it, and that email is like also linked to your debit card, and there's a lot of. I'm not saying they'd have that information. I'm just saying that just the amount of access they could have, and the means it's incredibly high these days. and it can be crazy. I don't know.
Cause I didn't buy anything,
Mhm.
I
You
just,
just walked in.
literally this just popped up and I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah.
But even if you did, how did that company get on your Facebook feed?
That,
How did that happen?
that's a great question. I'm telling you, you're just rolling the dice sometimes. I don't know. There's no way necessarily for you to guarantee you get that spot unless you pay Facebook
Okay,
a ton of
what if
money.
you pay Facebook? What kind of money are we talking here?
I don't know. I haven't really delved that
What is the
far.
process?
You would just you take a post or something, or like your page. You can promote your post or your page to boost it. This is my page.
Boosting it is what does it?
Or promoting. Like I'm back on the business account. We're about to delete it. We're about to.
Promote.
But you could promote, and then you can either boost a post, create a new ad, or do an automatic ad, right? And these are different options than what we had before, where we were boosting a post. So if I click boost a post, it made, here's a list of old posts I made, and you could choose this one. And again, at this point,
But that just goes to your likers, right?
no.
That goes to everybody?
This is what I'm talking about. This is the you're trusting Facebook to blast it to people that it thinks is good for your business.
So it makes the decision.
It makes
You can't say, I wanna target
No,
middle-aged people or
right?
children.
Unfortunately, but there's a lot of different users on Facebook. So you might reach a majority of them, and it does a really good job of determining what's important. So
Yes.
it does.
Okay.
It really does. So I don't know. I get ads for it. Like, same with the airport situation. You walk into a Sephora and I'm getting makeup ads or whatever. It's crazy how crazy specific it is. So yes.
I think if you just give them the $5 or $10 for the boost, it's kind of shotgun.
Mhm.
If you want to focus on a particular age
They're
range,
creating an ad.
you're going to have to pay them the big bucks for the demographic work and background.
Probably. I don't know.
It's not
Which you've never done.
going to be a $5 or $10.
Right.
Okay, but it could have larger.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they have
sure.
something. I think they have something called Facebook Ad or AdSense or something like that.
Yeah. Right.
And you can access that. It's a regular website.
Right.
It's not directly in Facebook. It may be.
One
There
more,
will
one more.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So along those same lines, I got my to-me ad, I just scrolled down, now it says something, play party planned. So fun, hang a chair upside down for whimsical storage, whatever.
Okay.
So let's say I would just have zero, I gotta do it yourselfer, I don't know how to do anything. So I don't ever wanna see an ad from them again.
Okay.
So you click on
You
the
can.
three
You can
things.
say like block ad or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then they'll never send me an
Never
ad.
again.
Well, that doesn't mean.
That doesn't mean they won't send it to you again, but
Hide
like put
post.
enough in
Yeah,
the
you
won't.
can.
Okay, hide,
Hide.
report photo.
Right.
Yeah.
something.
And it'll do its
Yeah.
best to improve and stop.
What they
showing
do
posts
is when you
by
hide the ad, they ask you, why did you want to hide it? And you'll tell them it's redundant or it's
Yeah.
insignificant or whatever. If you answer those, you stand a better chance
That is
of
true.
not getting it again.
Oh, so
If you
this one,
if you just click and say, I don't want it or hide this, and then you don't answer the questions and you just kind of escape out or whatever, you might wind up
Okay.
getting it again.
so this one probably has to do with home decorating or do it yourself. So if I delete that and said, I don't know, I don't do home decorating, I
Yeah.
don't do crafts, and I
Yeah.
don't do
It gives you
things
multiple choices.
Yeah,
you know,
then I
irrelevant.
hopefully would never get any more home
Yeah.
decorating or
Yeah.
Hopefully.
do-it-yourself
Right.
things, because I wouldn't do it anything myself, because
Yeah.
I'm too dumb. So,
That's one way to get rid of it. Unfortunately, in that ad slot, you'll keep getting ads of some kind because they want. That's the whole point of this website now, apparently. So, anyway, so we're about to delete this group, and you can do that. So if you're going to delete it, you have to be in like business mode, we'll call it, right? So make sure that up in the corner is your business logo, not your face or your profile picture. And then from there,
Account? The account?
we're gonna go to. Oh, are you on this page or no?
I know, what do you, yeah, I'm on this page, what do you want me to,
Oh, let me just double check.
okay, I pressed up here.
Oh, you're good. Perfect.
Is that where I want?
Yeah, I'm about to show you how. I think it's kind of buried in here, but let me show you. I believe is to go to. Let's see. Oh yes, okay.
Edit, are we back up? No,
Right,
we're up
yeah,
here.
exactly. Go to click on the profile picture itself, and then settings and privacy.
Settings and privacy.
Then we're gonna click on settings,
Hold on, settings.
and then I believe. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Under, so does everyone see it? It says Facebook page information on the left
Wait a
hand
minute,
side.
wait a minute.
No, it's a little confusing. It's definitely confusing.
Did I pressed edit, I bet you were in edit, so I'm here.
So here's
No,
our
no,
page.
so go
I'm on
go back to the
page.
P over here,
Okay, click there.
and then go
No,
to
but
settings,
remember you
it's
said
a privacy, and then
settings.
settings.
But that takes me back to
And
my
then,
Settings and privacy.
And now
Don't
we're
Now
click
gonna
on
come
that.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
go to privacy.
so settings and privacy and then,
Perfect.
Okay,
Stay right
that's
there
where
for
you
now.
are,
That's where we are.
yeah, settings,
You're just watching along right now.
I'm
okay.
just watching, yeah, thank you.
And then go to privacy,
I basically got what I
Did you make
paid
a
for.
page you want to delete it, or are you just watching?
I'm just watching.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no worries.
go to privacy.
I do have a page if you want to look at it.
Yeah. That's what you got.
Oh, here's, okay, now it's, so we're at some
There you go.
spot.
Oh, that's sweet.
You can see your favorite.
I like that. That's pretty cool. So this is a pretty popular page then. Yeah, that's cool. Are you the moderator?
I'm a co-editor,
Yeah.
whatever I guess.
That's really cool.
Something like that.
So is
I don't
everyone?
know the title.
Yeah. Still, that's pretty cool. Is everyone here that wants to delete their page, they accidentally made it today? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so under privacy, the next tab you want to look under is Facebook page information. And then there's this deactivation. Now we're kind of in the middle, at the very bottom. Deactivation and deletion.
Oh, at the bottom, okay.
And what you want to do is press the view. There's a little view button next to that option.
Delete the page right here.
I want to delete it.
Click on delete.
This is permanent.
Yep, permanent.
So
Yep, exactly. So we're just gonna delete it. We're gonna say goodbye to my super cool fake business. It didn't do very well. Oh no.
This is continue.
Please continue. It will ask you for your Facebook password if you want to make, that you want to do this. I'm typing in my Facebook password.
So now you have to.
You do have to type in your
Your Facebook password,
the
right?
password.
Yes.
Continue. Okay, yes.
It is gone, unless you type in the password. So, I'll give everyone a second. But that was all the planned
Okay,
stuff for today. So, does anyone have any questions or follow-ups? What were we thinking? That was a lot of stuff. You guys seem like a smart group, so pretty good.
I got what I came for, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Very, very cool.
I'm having problems deleting a group, but I don't wanna bother everybody else.
No, that's okay. That's the whole point.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure out how to delete the friends. I created a group, because I said I would take responsibility for this, and then somebody else jumped in and did it.
Yeah.
So so now I have this group that doesn't have anything there. And I'm struggling, because there's somehow 13 people joined the group,
Okay.
which is blank, there's nothing about it. And
So that's a tricky thing. It's the case that if you are a moderator,
which I assume I am, because I created this.
yeah, you can kick. I think you can kick everyone out and then delete it. So
Right, because that's what Annie found, but I couldn't figure out how to. So like I said, this was created over a year ago, but you can see I've never done anything.
right, right.
I just
so
now
let's do
want
this.
to.
Let's try to get rid of
I have no idea how 13 people joined a group that's blank.
this.
Because we look under
Oh,
followers.
you know what? This is actually a page. This is not a group. This is a page that people have liked. So we can delete this page more quickly, actually,
Oh, wonderful.
by going to let's see, view.
It's weird that people would like something that's.
Oh, you already made one. So this is your old business a long time ago. We're gonna switch to your business account. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing we just did. Delete it. So we're gonna go to other business accounts, settings. And then
That's
privacy.
weird, page, I never know I did that.
I mean, I have tons of stuff I just half used and forgot to delete it. So you're not alone. Over here, the activation deletion. And then I'll let you press the button so that you do it. That's a good question. Anyone else have questions? I mean, we can go back. We can even do beginner stuff. Yes.
I have a question, but I'm so ignorant of this, almost embarrassed to ask. Okay, so I'm at my homepage now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is what I usually see when I get on.
Mhm.
Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm here. So what do I press? Because before I saw when I made posts.
Oh.
Where do I find that?
So right now,
Where do I
this is
find
your
that?
newsfeed. This is showing your
Yeah,
stuff.
that's my
to your
newsfeed.
friends.
Yeah, that's
If you click on your name over here, it'll show you. This is just.
Oh, that's me.
This is just your posts. Yeah.
Yeah, these are just my posts.
Yeah, exactly.
And if other people see this, what I posted,
Mhm.
this is what they see.
Yeah, if they specifically go to your profile, they'll see it in this order, right? But if you post something, your friends will see it kind of jumbled randomly in their news.
Like I see on mine.
Like you see on yours, yes.
So how do I press this again to get back?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
press that, so I press it up here.
Mhm.
Okay, they would see it under
Under
the,
there, yeah.
under their thing.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so that's how I get, now, if I wanna post something, I have to go back to here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To
I would
post something?
Yeah, you can do there, or you can do it directly from the newsfeed too. You could be on your newsfeed and post here on the.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
Okay,
Great question.
that's how much I know.
Anyone else? Let's measure time. Cool. Alright. Well, if you have a question, I'm good.
If you want to change the name on your account, I created a Facebook page.
Yes.
I'm calling it a fake page because I didn't know what else to call it. Because I found like places like Blue Cross was always saying, they're putting information there, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anything more on my Facebook. So I created this fake page that I can now deal with Blue Cross and Marriott and predominantly businesses. So, and I forgot what name I used. But if I want to change the name of that fake page, which only has businesses that kind of like a theater wanted me to like them, and I didn't want that on my page, so I decided, fine, we'll go to this fake page.
Gotcha. So you made a second personal account.
Correct.
Okay. You would need to, that's the thing, I have probably a couple accounts, but you can, what I would do is log out and then log into your second account.
Okay.
And then from there, you're talking about changing the name of it, right?
Right. So like my real one is my name, Sandy Richards. So let's say this fake one is John Smith. I found out what it is, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But if I want it maybe closer now to my name, just so I remember why I have these businesses, that then I can give them this Facebook page.
And you can, so let's pretend that is your second account, or what we're looking at now is your second account, right? So, what I would do is go to your profile.
Okay.
So, let's pretend that Jameson is your second account for now. And what I would do is go to edit profile, or actually, you know what? I would go to settings and privacy. Go up to the corner and hit settings and privacy, and hit settings. And then over here, this is what your name is. This is probably what you're talking